Baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. Masahiro Tanaka will be on the mound for the series opener. EK.
Well, when he gets into jams, he's able to get out of them. He is not allowed a lot.
Jose Iglesias heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
First pitch, 7:06.
Tanaka gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, they're on a nice little run. Winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And it's been a good start to the homestand for them. They've taken 3 of the first 4, so they've had it going here. No question about that.
Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Boy, just keep doing what they're doing. Every guy in that lineup can hit. They lead the league in average. No team is doing it better than these guys at the moment, so keep attacking the ball at the plate, and they'll continue to put up big numbers even if they don't hit the ball out of the yard.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. We'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in for the first time now, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Shane Green, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he just hasn't been able to get anyone out. Hitters are hitting over 300 against him this year. We'll see if something changes in this one.
And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first.
The Yankees, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
high in the air out to center field. Maben will wait on it. One pitch, one away. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, they know them to get victories.
Brett Gardner will stand in.
He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Lifted the other way to left center. Maben on the run. 2 gone. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, will stand in for the first time. Currently 3rd in the American League in home runs.
Well, it's still early in the year, and he knows what's at stake. This is a contract year for him, so continuing to put up big numbers like this is going to be huge for him.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. They've really made up some ground here in this past week or so.
And Cabrera will make the catch to retire the side. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. After 1, no score. J.D. Martinez will stand in. 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest.
J.D. Martinez.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, and he's got a great splitter. Now, you're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look-through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Jared Saltalamacchia gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. Tanaka's ready. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1. And Saltalamacchia swings right through that one as he's in the hole now, down 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On to first, and Saltalamacchia grounds out here, 2 away.
Batting 6th, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Ian Kinsler into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a splitter's in there, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Alex Rodriguez will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo home run here for Alex Rodriguez. Number 18 for him on the campaign as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Here's Carlos Beltran. And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit. And he'll want to take that baseball out of play. That's a big one. Career hit number 2,500. To give you an indication as to the importance of that number, of all the players to play this game through the years, fewer than 100 have reached this total. Brian McCann will get his first cuts here, and the danger's obvious as he currently leads the American League in home runs.
And if the power is there, this is when you expect to see it. He's right in the prime of his career and having a big year.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep to straightaway right. Martinez looking up. Gone! A 2-run home run for Brian McCann. Number 21 for him on the season as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
Balls in a strike. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 2 home runs, and 3 driven in. Line toward the alley in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now needs a double play in the worst way. That's 4 straight hits now to start the inning. He just needs something to go his way.
Starlin Castro will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play third in the American League batting race.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well, so there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Martinez. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Didi Gregorius is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
Line drive to left. Upton is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. Cabrera has got it, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We've played 2 full. It's the Yankees 3 and the Tigers nothing. Yasmani Tomas will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Skied into very shallow right. Beltran is under it. 1 away.
Batting 8th, 3rd baseman, Nick Castellanos.
1 away, and here's the 3rd baseman, Nick Castellanos. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Beltran. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Cameron Maben will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Tanaka into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still down 3-0. Brett Gardner digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Two-plus innings pitched, 5 hits allowed. That's not a number you want to see this early in a ball game, and he's got work to do again to get himself out of this situation.
Mark Teixeira will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Nobody out, runner on first. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Martinez has a beat on it. 1 out. On to first, and they get the double play.
If you're going to take off, you've got to be sure this ball is going to get down. And I don't know. To me, that seemed like it was going to be a fairly routine catch. So in my mind, that becomes a very avoidable double play.
Standing in now, Alex Rodriguez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Chopped weakly to the left. Castellanos with a bare hand. He's out.
Woo, no problem.
Yanks held in check, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Jose Iglesias will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Tanaka sets his sights, 0-1 pitch on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, right now he is just carving them up, dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Justin Upton is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And that swung on and missed for strike one.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, one man out. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, this is the second time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, you know, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
Miguel Cabrera digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. McCann gonna have to hurry. Throw on to Teixeira is gonna be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail in this one 3-0. Carlos Beltran will start things off here for the Pinstripers. He'll be followed by Brian McCann waiting in the on-deck circle. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Martinez is there. Makes the play, one away. Into the box now, Brian McCann, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Upton going back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees,
Rob Refsnyder is the batter. Got a base hit in his first turn. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Ranging back is Match, and that ends the inning. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. They lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, J.D. Martinez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him as he's currently leading the American League in that category. So far this year, nobody's had an answer for his stuff. He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Beltran, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot for Jared Saltalamacchia. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Tigers are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And there to take it is A-Rod for out number 2.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. As he'll take a look at ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that misses for ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Nick Castellanos is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
Yeah, don't know quite what could have happened there. He just didn't look the ball into the glove, and now all of a sudden, they've got to deal with a runner in scoring position now with 2 away.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner back easily. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Tigers are able to draw a run closer thanks to this solo home run. Middle of the night at Yankee Stadium. It's the Yankees 3 and the Tigers 1. Starlin Castro comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the 3rd time tonight, he has served up a home run. It's a solo home run off the bat of Starlin Castro. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Yankees have taken a 4-1 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Here's Didi Gregorius as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Well, this is pretty strange, guys. He's thrown a first pitch strike to every batter he's faced, and yet he's obviously struggling quite a bit. He's throwing strikes, but they're just way too hittable.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Even though this ball gets to the wall, I think it's still the right decision to stay at first. The way this was shaping up, I'm not so sure he was going to make it, so he'll just hold on with a loud single.
Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. First pitch on its way. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So that long ball has taken him 1 away from the century mark in home runs for his career. Not a major milestone, but a pretty impressive number nonetheless.
Yeah, good for him. He's really shown some solid power so far in his career, and he's about to reach a milestone that quite a few major league hitters never reach. He just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Here's Brett Gardner now.
Brett Gardner.
Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Castellanos comes up with it. But the throw's a good one as they get Gardner trying to beat one out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I'm sure he's going to wait for word from the guys in the dugout. And as we see it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he indeed was out.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Yankees are challenging the
So here's one last look at the replay. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to rule the runner safe. And boy, I tell you what, I just don't see it here. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for him in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game.
Out at first base.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira, now. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. 3 runs already home here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. So a solo shot off the bat of Mark Teixeira. 19th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Kyle Ryan is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Ryan.
Into the box now, Alex Rodriguez. As he'll go after the first pitch and lift one up in the air. This is back behind second. Calling for it is Kinsler, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Maben is there. And that retires the side. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. 5 innings complete. The Yankees lead it 7-1. Cameron Maben will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
This is in the air to left field. Gardner moves over. Oh, no, it drops. Around first, on his way to second now.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what the issue on this play was. He doesn't have too far to go to get this thing, and it looked like the ball was right in his sights the entire way, but it just didn't want to stick in his glove. Maybe he should take the trampoline out of his glove.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So the good news is he'll wind up going the requisite 5 innings for the victory, but he does leave his bullpen some considerable work to do before this one's done. Dylan Betances will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Dylan Betances.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
And once he's seen that you've got a little loop in your swing, he won't be afraid to throw that pitch in a spot like this.
Hit to third. To his right, A-Rod. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Justin Upton will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Betances is ready. Here's the 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Miguel Cabrera will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Snap throw from the catcher, and he saw it coming that time, back in standing. Set to deliver the 0-1. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
J.D. Martinez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
0-2.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Now a look and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game. Tigers strand a pair. They're down 7-1. Brian McCann will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First offering on its way. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. A solo home run for Brian McCann. Career number 247, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
Now batting.
In now, Rob Refsnyder.
Rob
As he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And the Bombers have it going here, as this is also good for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Starlin Castro will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Didi Gregorius steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup's going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
Stepping in, Jacoby Ellsbury. He went deep.
And so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. And they're to bring it in. Crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Boy, and Mother Nature is letting us have it right now. It's coming down harder than it has all night.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And Cabrera will make the catch to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees lead this one 10-1. Back here in the Bronx. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Jared Saltalamacchia is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, you can't hit what you can't see. These have been some really uncomfortable at-bats.
Betances sets. 0-2 pitch on its way. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And I think this rain is definitely complicating matters out there. It's really coming down over the past 5 minutes or so. And you know, when you're out there blinking and trying to keep the water out of your eyes and the rain's dripping off of your helmet, it's making your grip really slick. It's a tough situation for any hitter to be in, and it's no picnic for the pitcher out there either. But he was the strong one in this case and won this battle.
Into the seats, 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 0-2, here it comes. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
And he's feeling it out there now. I mean, that is 5 straight guys that he struck out now. His defenders may as well come on into the dugout and take a break because they're not even needed out there now.
Here's Yasmani Tomas as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
And you can tell by the way he's attacking these hitters, he's not trying to hit corners or anything, and he's just getting that ball back and saying, let's go to work.
And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Now the 0-2 pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Bruce Rondon will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Mark Teixeira will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
The 0-1 on its way. And it's quickly 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. So a solo shot off the bat of Mark Teixeira. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now time called at the plate as they'll step out and try and start it again. Stepping in now, Alex Rodriguez, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
The 0-1. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo home run here for Alex Rodriguez. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Carlos Beltran.
Beltran.
He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I tell you, he has not looked like a .220 hitter to me. This is his second hit of the ball game, and he smoked this one pretty good.
Brian McCann stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Maben going back on it. He's there and records the first out. Rob Refsnyder steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
He's set, and the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit pretty well out to deep center field. Maben ranging back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And this will prove to be a heads-up play at first as he tags up and moves into scoring position now.
Boy, you could go a whole season and not see this happen. I think what helps make this work is that no one in the ballpark expects anyone to tag up from first and try to advance. But he sees an opportunity, and that's a heck of a hustle play to get into scoring position.
Here's Starlin Castro, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Castellanos is there, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yankees are out in front, 12-1. Nick Castellanos will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Andrew Miller will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Andrew Miller.
And a fastball from Miller as he jumps ahead, 0-1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. We'll need to guard against that.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And if you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Here's Cameron Maybin now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Gardner. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The shortstop, number 1.
Jose Iglesias will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
To first. Teixeira's up with it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Blaine Hardy will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Hardy.
Ready to take his hacks again, Didi Gregorius, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, we'll see how they try to pitch him this time. If he gets another one up there, he may jump the yard again.
Fly ball out toward right field. Therefore, it is Martinez, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Jacoby Ellsbury is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing grounder to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, you could see he tried to hold back on the swing, but he'd already committed himself too far, and this becomes a waste of an at-bat and an easy ground out.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Castellanos scoops it up, and Gardner will beat it out, safe at first base.
You know, playing in the rain, it can favor a speed guy like this. You know, on defense, it's tough to get a grip if you've got a bare hand, a wet baseball, and plus, your footing's going to be an issue as well. This was a good effort defensively, but in the end, it's a bunt single.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira now. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. But don't shed a tear, they're up 12-1. Justin Upton will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
Grounder down the line at third. And it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the 9th inning, but got it done.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, stands in as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. He was right on it.
Upton, the runner at first, nobody out. Grounded, foul. And a double play ball here for A-Rod. Here's Castro for 1. On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Oh, this will be a good look here in show motion. Even in super slow-mo, I think we all know what's running through his mind right here. He knows he's going to get leveled, and this is something right out of a gymnastics class. That one had to hurt.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Got him. Detroit, good night.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat, but if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it. And they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Brian McCann. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top 12-1. Good night from the Bronx.
The winning pitcher is Masahiro Tanaka. His record is now 7-4. The loss goes to Shane Green. He falls to 1 inning. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.